Welcome to the Strings and Band Instrumental Holiday Concert. Very nice to see all of you here today. And I'd just like to make one comment. When you go to the Musikverein or you go to the concert house, you pay to see musicians. They are playing for you. Tonight, all of these musicians that you see are playing for their education. They're playing to learn. And you are here for their education. So we're going to ask you, not only at this concert, but at all future concerts, if you would please carve out 1 hour of time so that you can support all of the musicians that are here tonight. And without further ado, I just saw the clock tick to 6:30. We're going to start on time with the O-Block Strings and Ben Dietrich.
Welcome. We're going to play a little holiday music, and I hope you all enjoy. These guys have been working hard and having a lot of fun. Welcome to 6th grade O-Block Strings. Happy Christmas. tradition that we've been learning about. So, here we go. There's so many great. This music program is so amazing to see all the sea of instruments in here. It's really is exciting. And this 7th and 8th grade group, we've had a lot of fun. And as you can see, we're going to start off. We played in the fall concert 2 movements from Carnival of the Animals, with the hopes to play this as well. And we figured, why stress ourselves out? It's more Christmas time anyway. Plus, it gave us some extra time to really work out the slow, beautiful swan movement. And I think a lot of times people think, oh, well, if you can see fast playing and fast virtuosic playing, that's the hardest thing there is. Sometimes it can be, but actually the slow, beautiful melodic lines and the interplay that you're going to hear here is far more difficult for the mind to concentrate and then just to stay in that concentration. So we have both cellos playing our swan part, our first violin. If you can imagine, close your eyes, you're going to hear the ripple of the water as the swans slowly and sweetly swim by. And the second violin is the very calm water, the still water that is out there on the horizon, while the viola then takes over with the little drips, and the drips with pizzicato that she's playing. And of course, on top of all that texture are the 2 beautiful swans we have here. So please welcome 7th and 8th grade string. really tough stuff. Good, and I think a lot of you are aware that in 2 days, new Star Wars, right? So these guys deserved it. They begged and begged and begged, and I said, all right, you do what you need to do, and let's have some fun. What was nice about this, I can justify picking this because it involves a lot of chromatics, half steps, which you'll all recognize, and also we were able to read off of a piano score, and we switched parts. So the violins got a little lesson in reading, actually reading and looking at bass clef, while the cellos on bass clef got a lot of practice reading treble clef, which is something they don't often have to do, but should know how to do. So enjoy a little Star Wars medley.
Welcome to the Transformer Band's first concert. We are excited to perform for you this evening. We made our first sounds on the instruments at the beginning of September.
And here's the proof.
much we have learned. We present First Winter Sleigh Ride. Our next piece, Star Splitter Fanfare, was inspired by stellar explosions called supernovas. These explosions can be extremely bright and last a few weeks or even months. Our piece begins with a bright fanfare played by the woodwinds, and if you listen carefully, you will hear it again at the end. We hope you enjoy Star Splitter Fanfare. Western choral literature is Handel's Messiah. It was written in 1741, probably the most famous movement in the Hallelujah chorus. This is our most complicated piece with, at times, 4 different parts playing at the same time. Somehow, in the 1750s, it became a tradition for the audience to stand when the Messiah is played. You can stay seated for our version. Enjoy.
The well-known Jewish folk song, Vivivon, is featured in our next song. The melody is introduced first by a flute and clarinet duet, with all other instruments gradually joining in as intensity builds and excitement grows. As the final tempo kicks in, the piece rolls to an exciting finish. We hope you enjoy Hanukkah Dance.
with his 6-year-old daughter in mind. He writes, "On a crisp, cold night in December, she gazes upward and stands in awe of the heavens. She realizes that the earth is only a tiny part of something much greater. In this song, a clarinet trio gently plays like the first stars that appear in the evening sky. One by one, more instruments join in until we have the feeling we are gazing at a multitude of stars. This piece ends with twinkling stars portrayed in the flute, clarinet, and bells. Close your eyes and enjoy."
Some of the best holiday music over the years has come from movie soundtracks. Our next song, Christmas at the Movies, includes The Polar Express and Somewhere in My Memory from the movie Home Alone, and the overture from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This arrangement has many time changes and challenging rhythms, so it was our most demanding piece. We hope you enjoy Christmas at the Movies.
And I would like to take this time to thank our high school members who are helping out in percussion and flute section. So thank them for doing double duty.
the middle school band and strings for our last number. Please, feel free to sing along.
Those that can hear, okay, or we can close the door, or follow in, because this is going to be one piece. This is a movement, a piece by Leopold Mozart, the father of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And if you're not sure what that means, simply translates to a musical sleigh ride. So, this is a very wintry scene. I need you all to use your imaginations, because each five of these movements depict a very specific activity that's happening. So we start with the beginning, the arrival, the introduction, and then the first Schlittenfahrt through the snow in order to get to the ball. And then the third movement is the trembling pole. And it's the people after the sleigh ride that they get inside of the ball into the powder room, and they're shivering and trying to warm up and pretty themselves up for the start of the ball in waltz time, in a nice 3 waltz. And then we finish, of course, with the carouse, which is the last dance or the last event happening in the evening, which then, of course, they need to get back home, so they get on a sleigh ride and return home, which you should recognize. So this is the high school orchestra, finale orchestra, and we're pleased and proud to have Mrs. Feinreitzer and Susan Seger joining me with a little percussion and viola help. So maybe one more invitation to come in. Otherwise, here we go. Okay. They're lost.
are seamlessly woven together in our first piece, On with the Snow. The song features Timothy Lundberg on the alto saxophone playing Sleigh Ride, Winter Wonderland, and Let It Snow.
Sound 9, in German, Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht, was composed in 1818 by Franz Xaver Gruber, to lyrics by Joseph Moore, in the small town of Oberndorf by Salzburg. A young priest, Father Joseph Moore, had come to Oberndorf the year before. He had already written the lyrics of the song Stille Nacht in 1816. The melody was composed by Franz Xaver Gruber, schoolmaster and organist in the nearby village of Arnsdorf. Both performed the carol during the Mass on Christmas Eve, 1818. This song was declared an intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO in 2011. The song
has been recorded by a large number of singers from every music genre and has been translated into about 140 languages. This arrangement by Robert W. Smith features Jack Harrison on the trombone.
Born in Russia in 1888, Irvin Berlin moved to New York with his family at the age of 5. Very humble beginnings for a man who would go on to write some of America's most well-loved songs. During his career, he wrote an estimated 1,500 songs and was a legend by the time he turned 30. He went to write the scores for 19 Broadway shows and 18 Hollywood films. In 1942, Berlin wrote music for the film Holiday Inn, starring Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire, and gave us two classic songs that are inseparable with this time of the year, Happy Holiday and White Christmas. He lived to be 101 years old, and after his death in 1989, the New York Times wrote, Irving Berlin set the tone and the tempo for the tunes America played and sang and danced for much of the 20th century. We hope you enjoy our version of Happy Holiday and White Christmas.
congratulate our conductors. I'd also like to congratulate the students. Those of you who joined us in October, I'm sure you can see there's been significant improvements in that time. And in that time, I have to say the percussion work of our conductors has really improved. Conducting and performing. Well done. Please join me in congratulating and thanking